recording this because you can do it once. We really need to do this about 4 or 5 times before you get to the point where you don't need any assistance with this.
Okay.
So you pop this chassis out, and then with this rose, we will put this here, and we will begin to disassemble this chassis. That way we can replace the keycam.
Okay.
When you start doing this, I recommend, if you need to take pictures before you take things apart, because it does get a little bit tricky in there. So we're going to remove this first screw, this second screw. Hold it down because there's springs in there.
Don't want those popping off.
So let me show you real quick. When you take this out, you have to push in. You always want to remember that this piece must go towards the latching side.
Okay.
So we'll put that over here. Now, the fun part on this is taking this out, because there's 3 springs. This side, from what I believe, doesn't matter what side you put it back, but we're gonna make sure to put it back this side up. And take these springs, I'll just take them out. The keycam is right here.
Broken.
This is what went bad. So you have push and turn. I'm gonna make sure that I replace it with the same one. That's a vandal guard, which I don't think we have the vandal guard, but here's a push and turn non-vandal guard, but that'll still work. You want to put it in there. Like that. Now we're going to put this back. We'll use the 3 springs.
The 2 long ones on the side and then the middle one with the...
Correct. Now when you put this in, you're going to want to push this all the way back to give yourself room. Make sure that the tailpiece is where we said earlier. You want to make sure everything's aligned, nothing's offset. And I recommend, before we put the whole thing together, I recommend just putting half of it together on the door. Just testing it, yeah, because sometimes it gets frustrating when you're going back and forth, taking the spring cage out and all this out. So okay, we'll push and turn, so that'll work. Okay. We'll put this into the door. You always want to make sure you look to make sure that this part here, that your latch goes in between those 2 pieces.
Okay.
Sometimes people put them outside and you have problems. But I might have to demonstrate that on a mount for you guys. But if you could see in there the way it is. Okay, and then the next piece that goes on, this one, and then you put your spring cage. Remember the spring cage, this retainer pin goes on the side of the latch.
Okay.
Not the other way. And then from here, I will just tighten one screw and test everything. So we can stop the recording there.
Okay.